Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Get ready, because Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys are coming to Sigourney on Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, 20595 255th Street, just south of Sigourney. Order your tickets online by going to enchantedeventsvenue.com or find the Enchanted Events Facebook page for the ticket links. There are 3 different ticket options: general admission, VIP, or reserve. Doors open at 7 and the cash bar and band starts at 8. It's Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys, Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney.
Tomatoes.
Good morning, tomatoes.
Tomatoes make me gassy. Not really. Good morning and happy Friday. Welcome to Just Another Morning Show.
Is it going to be a happy Friday? I don't know.
What? Tomatoes? What?
Yeah. Welcome in. It's Just Another Morning Show. Oh. Steve and Neil. It's a Friday. It's a good Friday.
It is a good Friday.
Good Friday. You know, I always thought about that, saying on the radio over the years.
Yeah.
A good Friday morning to you.
True.
I mean, now it's actually Good Friday.
So you can say it and mean it.
Yeah. A good Friday to you.
Good.
We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. Did you know, Neil, savings are made simple at Brothers Market?
For reals?
For reals, yo. What? ShopBrothersMarket.com. Download their app. It's a smart way to shop. You know, you can get digital coupons.
Yeah.
You can earn rewards.
Oh, yeah.
There's a deal of the week, and there are shopping deals.
Huh.
I mean, what more do you want? Get in there. Brothers Market.
He's working on it, so I'm not going to say it again 2 days in a row.
Brothers... Diet Mountain Dew in the pop machine. Brothers Market in Sigourney. We thank them for being our headline sponsor. Hey, we got Oski Dental on as our studio's sponsor. Of course, the studio's located right above Barnwired on the square in Sigourney. Barnwired having their 10-year anniversary today. I think we're going to be talking to some of the gals from Barnwired later on in the show. So stay tuned for that. I don't know. Is it going to be Neil or Toothy? It's in here today.
Well, I'm just here to tell you about Oski Dental.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Just schedule your appointments with Dr. Dan. They always accept new patients.
Yeah.
You know, they file your insurance forms for you. Somebody's actually tugging on my pant leg right now.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Is that short little tooth?
Yeah. They're a Delta dental provider, and they're located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Quit climbing up my leg. What? Whoa, easy, buddy. Easy. Wrong. Whoa.
Hey
guys,
Toothy?
happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday to you,
You forgot
Toothmeister.
something. You forgot something, Neil. 641-673-4845. It's Friday, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'm excited. Gonna tie one off with my buddies. Yeah.
Are you going to have any Easter candy this weekend? Toothy?
Can't talk about the candy I like.
Good old Toothy. As you know, being a tooth.
Yeah.
And, trying to avoid cavities.
Right.
You probably do avoid, like, the jelly beans.
Oh, yeah.
The Easter bunny candy. And
yes, I just stick with the greens. Spinach.
Oh,
artichokes,
all right.
stuff like that.
Sounds boring, but
It is, but I get the ladies.
well, yeah. Well, maybe you'll have to introduce us to one of your.
I'll bring my
lady friends.
girlfriend next week,
Yeah.
as long as the other one doesn't find out. Okay, I gotta go.
See you, Toothy. Bye. That was interesting.
That was weird.
That was kind of weird. Hey, let's go to the weather lab, where meteorologist Neil Crott is cooking up a forecast.
Cooking it up indeed. Today's is an easy one to cook. Garden Gate, by the way, as always, brings us our forecast. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon. Mostly cloudy, a high near 71. Pretty nice out there right now. 15 to 20 mile per hour winds. And today's gusts only up to 30. So that's way better than 35, yesterday.
I'd say.
Mostly cloudy tonight, 42 for an overnight low. Partly sunny tomorrow, 59. We're dipping back down there a little bit. Dippity-doo. That was a close one, wasn't it? Huh. Tomorrow night, 20% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 43. And Sunday. So I don't know how many people have plans on Easter Sunday to be outside. We don't now. Being that there's showers, 58, breezy, and that rain chance is 90%.
Just wear a poncho.
Well, I mean, grilling and being out, we had all kinds of outdoor games we wanted to play, and it doesn't look so great. But you know what? Garden Gate, you can't make up the forecast. You just sponsor it. And for that, we are thankful. Thank you, Cindy and everyone at Garden Gate.
Just move all your stuff to Saturday.
Should. No, I can't. So, yeah, can't and I won't.
You can't and you won't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that forecast. It was, now, I didn't realize it. I kind of slept through most of it. Was it stormy last night?
Look, it was,
or at least just rumbling and some lightning?
it was odd. Between 11:30 midnight, somewhere in there, it was a pretty good light show. But it wasn't as much thunder as there was, normally when you see that much lightning happening, it's constant rumbling. But it was more light than thunder.
Okay.
Thunder.
I know our dog Hank, who is afraid of storms.
And
was
then the
up-
Mexican cartel.
Yes. Oh. Hank has kind of a toothy voice.
He does.
Hank was up next to me shivering last night around that time, so yeah. And then I saw very northeastern Iowa was getting hammered this morning with big hail and probably some tornadoes, I believe. Now, western Iowa also last night was getting some tornado activities,
So I shouldn't complain about Sunday's forecast because
tornadoes.
It could always be worse.
just some showers.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's get to our this or that. We got a bunch of stuff going on today.
We got to move. Go.
We got a bunch of guests coming in today. So let's get moving here.
All right.
This or that, sponsored by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Bowling or mini golf? If you have to choose between those two.
If I had to choose, probably mini golf.
Okay.
I don't know. Just a little bit more, I don't know. Yeah. Fun.
I'd probably go bowling.
Yeah, you would.
I don't really do either.
I know.
But I don't know. I
don't
like
mind
bowling.
going bowling with the fam or putting around with the golf. I don't,
Yeah.
Either.
Okay. All right. So that's our this or that. Make sure you get your comments in. Bowling or mini golf? Question of the day comes up at noon today. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House's Spa in Sigourney. Was life better before or after the internet?
Before. So much before.
I think most people will probably say that. I would agree. Let's just go back to easier times.
Well, and not just easy. I mean, look at the stuff we were able to get away with because there wasn't someone always taking a video. Yeah, I mean, if there was camera phones and Facebook back when I was in high school, I would still be locked up. So I am so glad we did not have the internet back then.
Yeah. So yeah, was life better before or after the internet? Yeah. And people were outside more.
Oh yeah.
Hung out with the friends
Definitely.
more. So yeah. We'll get opinions starting.
And if we were really needing to know something about anything, you just went to the bookshelf and you got one of them encyclopedias down. And man, did they were informative.
I was going to say maybe you just went to the shelf, you got the telephone book out,
Right.
and then you called somebody and asked.
Right.
We don't do that stuff anymore.
Nope.
So that's your question of the day. Our tournament for the Fun of It tournament is candy bars. Shetler Insurance Services sponsoring our tournament. Current matchup going till 6 p.m. with voting is Milky Way versus Hershey's. Right now, voting in favor of Hershey's.
I was going to say, I really think Hershey's will take this. Hershey's, it's an all-around...
For sure Milky Way would win this
It's an all-around good candy bar. When you have no other options, you really can't decide, you know what? The reason I like Hershey's... No. The reason I like Hershey's is because that breaks off in them little chunks, little rectangles.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel like I'm getting a whole lot more. Yeah. And then if I'm feeling crazy, I put two of those little rectangles together.
Oh, that is wacky tobacco.
Wacky tobacco.
Well, I would definitely vote Milky Way.
Yeah.
You say that like, yeah, figures.
I've caught myself more and more like with food in general. Items come up and I'm like, yeah, I know you don't like it. Whatever.
I need to change my outlook on food.
I love it.
There's your overall brackets. Snickers has moved into the Final Four. It got the win over Butterfinger. So now we're at Milky Way and Hershey's. Looking like Hershey's.
I'm telling you.
Starting Sunday evening, we'll get back into the tournament with $100,000 against Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And then Twix and Kit Kat. So then we'll have our Final Four. And then by the end of next week, we'll be crowning our champion.
Well, next week, the championship will be between Reese's and Hershey's. That
would be weird.
That's my guess.
I was thinking Snickers against Milky Way in the finals, but not looking that way. All right, so that's your matchup right now. Milky Way, Hershey's. Get your votes in. Thumbs up for Milky Way. Bring up the Facebook reactions. Give a thumbs up for Milky Way or a heart for Hershey's. And don't vote in the comments.
Yeah, right.
By the way.
Don't do that.
Can't do
Nobody
that.
likes that.
Let's see here. Let's jump in. I know we got several guests lined up for today. I think, let me check my phone. Might be getting Josh in to do a sports report.
Well, speaking of the devil.
Oh, hey. We got a Son-in-Law Services sports report. Let me bring up Son-in-Law Services logo. There it is. I'm taking my time.
That's fine.
There we go. We're letting Josh get settled in. Son-in-Law Services, Josh is your handy man. 319-431-1806 is the number to call. Josh is so busy. And Neil, if you can reach over and bring the camera out just a little bit.
Whoa.
We're cutting his head off a little bit, so just... All right, there we go.
If anybody didn't know, I'm like 7'2", so...
Are you good? You want it in more?
7 foot. There we go. Perfect.
I'm 7'2",
Perfection.
7'2", about 340.
Wow.
So, if you never met me in person, now you know.
He's a giant.
Yep, I'm huge.
Josh the Giant.
I need glasses, apparently. Like real glasses. Better than readers.
We got to hit the sports sounder. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it.
Sounds like a...
Sports.
It sounds like a fan running to me.
Right? Yes. It's very impressive.
Yep.
So Josh Clubb in Son-in-Law Services Sports Report. Josh, you were going to be here yesterday, but you are dedicated to your craft. You had somebody call with an emergency that you had to take care of. So.
I did. Window broke out, so storm's coming. I had to get it patched up.
All right.
I'm going to go replace that here this morning after I'm done here. So
okay. You're a busy guy. You coach track till all hours of the night. You get up, you come in, do this. You go do your real job.
Yeah. You know what? We had Sigourney Girls track last night at Eddyville, and talk about like your most perfect weather.
I bet.
No wind. I don't know what the temperature was, but it felt pretty warm.
It's in the 70s probably.
Yeah, and the rain held off. I mean, you could see it was raining in the area, but nowhere near us. So it was a nice night last night, because track and meets are not normally like that. It's usually windy, cold, and long.
Steaming hot.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. So what's up in sports?
Okay.
Sports.
Not a lot. We are at spring break, Easter break, what do you call it? So not a whole lot of results from last night, but a few. So we'll start out in girls golf. Sigourney defeated Montezuma No score actually posted, just that Sigourney picked up the win. The Sigourney girls are undefeated so far on the season based on bound. I think that moves them to 6-0, so good for them. Pella defeated Oskaloosa 217 to 198. And in boys golf, Sigourney defeated Montezuma 151 to 201. In girls soccer, Newton defeated Albia 5-0. Oskaloosa and Ottumwa tied at 1 apiece. And then in boys soccer, Oskaloosa defeated Albia 5-1, and Highland defeated Sigourney Keota 6-1. In girls track, as I mentioned last night, Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont girls hosted a girls-only meet last night. Sigourney and North Mahaska were both in attendance. Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont won the meet. North Mahaska finished in second, Sigourney in sixth. English Valley's Pekin Cardinal and Keota girls were at Pekin last night. EV won the girls-only meet. Pekin finished in third, Cardinal in fifth, and Keota in sixth. HLVTC was at Benton Community, where they finished second in a 9-team meet. And in boys track, English Valleys and HLVTC were at Benton Community as well. The EV boys finished in 8th, and HLVTC boys finished in 10th. The Sigourney boys were at Tipton last night. They finished in a tie for third place. So that's what I got for sports.
Wow. I did see that Ella Bruns was the medalist for the girls Sigourney girls golf team last night.
Ella Bruns and Ella Finneran, actually. So two younger ones
cool.
had the best two. I think so. Finneran's a freshman and Bruns is a sophomore. Excuse me. So, or actually, maybe they're both freshmen. Now I think about it. So yeah, great sign for Sigourney girls golf to come.
Solon Yates was. I think he was.
Yeah, he's definitely
the guy right
He's
now.
the guy on fire. I think he shot a 38 maybe last night. And speaking of Yates, well, his sisters, Ellie and Addie, Ellie set a personal best last night in the 3,000, 11 minutes 27 seconds. So
Nice.
That seems fast.
PR.
That's 2 miles, Neil.
2 miles
2
in
miles.
11 minutes? It'd take me 11 days.
Yeah, that's about 5.5 minute pace. That's trucking.
That was moving. So those two and a girl from North Mahaska, Sedlica, I think is her last name.
Oh, Jedlicka?
Yeah, or Jedlica.
Emerson?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, see, Steve, you know sports better than me. Anyway, I know what she looks like.
she's
You know
a
what she looks
redhead.
like? Yeah. But those three, the meets that we've been at with North Mahaska, those three typically run towards the front. And yeah, Ellie got her in the final lap last night in the backstretch, passed her, and pulled way out in front and finished strong. So
Nice.
pretty exciting race.
Very good. So yeah, we haven't officially announced because the voting, I think on Facebook, voting continuing into today because I got the polls up late this week. Sorry, but we'll have our Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Week. We'll officially announce that later on. And then our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week. It was looking like Ella Ray, the shot putter and the discus or whatever.
Disc and shot, yep.
Yeah, disc and shot from
Good.
EBF
You made me
track.
sound good, too.
Yeah.
Ella Ray looks like she's going to win the athlete. It looks like the HLVTC girls track team is going to win the Team of the Week, at least the way the voting was going late last night. So we'll get those posted later on. So
Yep, saw
good stuff there.
Ella Ray in action last night.
Yeah.
I believe she won the shot. I don't remember how she finished in the disc, but yeah, certainly can heave that thing. And then the HLVTC girls, pretty impressive track team there. Just a lot of speed, and then of course you got Roberts in the high jump. That's just leading the state still at this point with her highest. So in Class 1A.
So all right, I'm going to pick your brain here for a second. In track, is it better to be tall or short as far as running events, or does it matter?
Can I answer this real quick?
Yeah.
I would say faster.
Does your body type?
I don't
Ignore him.
I mean,
I don't. When I see the girls that hurdle, especially the distance hurdles like the 400, a lot of times the taller girls, like the Schaefer girls from Eddyville, Blakesburg, Linder from North Mahaska, they tend to be better because they can stride that out. But other than that, I mean, I'm not an extreme expert. I would say as long as I'm kind of like with Neil, I mean, you go across the fence.
you be quiet, sir.
There's-
You be quiet.
I mean, even distance-wise, like HLVTC, you look at their 800 times, which would be considered a distance race. You got the 2 Hall girls and Alea Cooper. I mean, I don't know their actual height, but they're not that tall.
Not giants.
You guys have had them on the sports show. You've seen them. They're not towering.
That is actually why I asked, because I know the HLVTC girls aren't that tall.
They're not. We saw them in basketball.
Yeah,
they're shorter, but they are fast, and they got a lot of endurance and stamina, so they can keep up pace. Sure, they're going to take more steps around the track than a taller girl, but
they're kind of like our friend Toothy. Toothy has short little nubs on the bottom of his tooth.
He's pretty quick.
His tooth.
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
You should see the guy tap dance.
The dude is fast. It's redunculous.
Do you have any trivia for us today?
I do.
Oh, sweet.
I have some wonderful...
How does a tooth run? That's your first question.
It hobbles.
I got some easy stuff, which is more of like a history fact, but I turned it into a trivia question.
We like all trivia.
Then I got a couple Easter related things.
Let's do that.
You do the Easter related thing? Yeah. You want
Easter sports? Or just
Easter related sports?
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And these are a little bit random, but we'll see. This one's the easier one. Each year, this sport holds a very prestigious junior tournament named the Easter Bowl. It doesn't always fall on Easter weekend because Easter weekend moves, but it's right around Easter. What sport is it?
The Easter Bowl?
The Easter Bowl. It's a junior tournament named the Easter Bowl.
Do you know this?
I have no idea.
It's the egg rolling at the White House.
It is not. Okay. It is an actual, it's an Olympic, it's a professional North American sport.
Okay.
This is a junior tournament, but
bowling.
It is not bowling.
No idea.
It is a spring sport for Iowa high school. We don't talk about it much in here.
Archery.
No.
Shooting.
No. Happens in California.
What's left? Surfing.
Rugby. Volleyball.
It is tennis.
Oh, tennis.
Tennis holds an Easter Bowl in California. The top youth from 12 to 18 join the event. And most of the American tennis players that have been, the better tennis players and across the Wimbledons and stuff like that and professional tennis have all competed in that event. Pretty much that is a gateway into professional tennis. It's called the Easter Bowl.
It's a gateway drug.
Yeah. Get you hooked.
Get you hooked.
Been to the Easter Bowl. Can't get off the tennis now.
What else you got? I want to know what was your other one?
In Major League Baseball, there's a player with the last name Easter. He was known for his powerful home runs. He's a bit older because he started his career in the Negro League and then was purchased and played for the Cleveland Indians. And a little side note, his home runs were towering, and fans and media at the time called them Easter eggs.
Nice. So what was his name?
What was his first name / nickname?
Obviously, it was...
And this is 40s baseball, so these nicknames were neat.
Ernie the Egg Eater Easter.
No.
The Easter. I'm thinking it was William Bill Bonnet.
Starts with an L.
L? Oh, Larry. Luigi. Leonard?
No.
He was a black guy, so...
Oh.
Lewis.
No.
Why did we
No.
No, hang on. It's
Larry.
No, I already said Larry.
Well, I said it again. I don't know.
All right.
Lentil.
Luscious Luke Easter was his name.
Luscious Luke.
Luscious Luke Easter. He played for the Cleveland Indians for the Major League Baseball. But yes, his home runs were called... He actually...
the Easter eggs.
Yeah, they called them Easter eggs when he shot moonshots. So that is that. And then on this day in history and sports... April 18th, 1995, Joe Montana officially retired from football as a member of the Kansas City Chiefs, but he traveled to San Francisco to make the annount official.
Because he used to be on the 49ers.
He did used to be on the 49ers.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right.
Neil Crott.
Niels.
All right, Neil. Since you're a sports trivia expert now,
Yeah.
who is the current former Iowa Hawkeye that now plays for the 49ers?
The current former.
He's a former Iowa Hawkeye that currently plays for the San Francisco 49ers. He was a tight end his
B.J. Armstrong.
He rhymes with Skittles.
Yeah.
Oh, Kittle plays out there?
George Kittle.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Why would I?
I saw actually just yesterday.
Really?
I saw George Kittle got a new tattoo, and it was pretty massive on one of his arms. Of if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, which you're not, are you a Lord of the Rings guy?
No.
All right. I'm talking to the wrong crowd right now. Sauron, big metal. Yeah. Never mind. Thanks, Josh, for coming in.
Thanks.
You killed the mood, so yeah. Have a good rest of your day.
You should have a great Easter.
I'm hitting your sounder so I can enjoy it.
Okay.
What do you got going on today, Josh? Gonna go work now?
I do.
All right. Well, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
They call me and
Smoke signals.
Yep.
Write a letter.
You shifted me into a mood by that Lord of the Rings question, but no. 319-431-1806. Call or text that number is the best way to get a hold of me. If you have any home repair needs or looking to remodel, build a deck. That's becoming popular now that it's getting nicer out. Decks and patios. So give me a call.
All right. He's handy. He's Josh Clubb, son-in-law services with our sports report. Let's take a break. We'll hear from some of our sponsors. Be back with more after this.
Cranberry wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a pink wine that captures the tart cranberry punch and complements it with a smooth and sweet finish. Cranberry wine will complement the ham in your family dinner at Easter, and it will add something special to light, spicy spring dishes. Cranberry wine is best when served chilled. Cranberry wine is available at the winery and at many of our more than 350 retail outlets in Iowa.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Hey, we are doing just another morning show here on Steve Shetler Media. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. Josh Clubb was just in for our son-in-law services sports report. Neil, I was impressed. You got some of the trivia.
Well, thank you.
Somewhat right.
Our friend Nathan in the comments says Neil is a sports genius.
Sports genius, Neil
Yes.
Crott. Yes.
Yes.
Well,
really.
As we mentioned at the top of the show, we got a busy day today. Coming up next hour, we'll have I think maybe Amanda, maybe Melissa from Barnwired coming in.
Right.
We're going to be talking about their 10-year anniversary. But right now, we have Miss Dixie Shipley coming in all the way from Delta, Iowa. Dixie, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Well, we're glad to have you on. Always a joy to talk to you. And I know we got a big event. You know, this is a few months in advance, but we wanted to start getting the word out for what's coming up in the big town of Delta. In fact, I've got the thing on the screen right now. We've got the sesquicentennial, and of course, I'm assuming there's a lot of events, a lot of the normal events coming up in Delta. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what's coming up?
Well, we started off with meetings in October, and one of the first things was some of the students that had went to Delta school before 74 came up with the idea of having an event on the Friday night of September 5th, and they have a coming home reunion celebrating Delta's sesquicentennial, And all the students that went to Delta Community School before 74 are encouraged to come. They have music that night by Greg Pfeiffer, and they'll have snacks and in the old school gymnasium. And they have really went ahead and took this project on their own.
Nice.
So that gives us a boost to start with.
Now, is this in conjunction with the normal activities for Delta Days?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have our standard tractor pull and parade, and that we're planning extra things. We have Standing Hampton hired as the band for Saturday night.
Yeah.
And that should be interesting.
Yeah, no, they're always good. Yeah.
Yes. And that's the first extra that we have. But we'll have the normal parade, the run, the firemen have a breakfast to start off Saturday morning. And, and the tractor pull is always our main event. That's what we started with a long time ago.
Okay.
And it's been consistent. And the truck pull adds a lot of pizzazz to it or something. It spices it up.
There you go.
And so we're hoping for a really fun day and lots of people. And there's been several new ideas come up that we'll see whether they fly or not. But this reunion the night before, I think, has got us geared up to do better things.
Yeah. Remind me, how many years is a sesquicentennial?
150.
150 years. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Again, Delta students coming home reunion, celebrating Delta's sesquicentennial. That's a fun word to say.
Yeah, yes, it really is.
Once you get it mastered.
Again, all students that went to Delta Community School before 1974 encouraged to come. So how long? All right. Refresh us. How many years, or when was the last year? 1974?
That the grade school went there.
Okay.
The high school was discontinued in 1961.
Okay.
And our students came mixed in with Sigourney then. But they had grade school in Delta for several years, and then before they closed, they had I think the 5th and 6th grade all came back over to Delta. But the last bus pulled out in 74.
Okay.
All right.
Well, speaking of years, if I could, back to the tractor pull, you said how that sort of kicked things off. I remember, I think, the first one, but I'm wanting to do you have any idea how many years it's been since it all started?
We started
roughly?
The first one in 74,
Okay.
75.
And when it got bigger and went to the park and everything, I mean, it just exploded there. And I'm trying to think, was that mid-'80s or even later? I don't remember.
Yes. We had the tractor pull when we had the Centennial in 75. It was down on the old railroad tracks.
Okay.
And that was kind of a natural setting because the slope. And then I think we probably had it there 4 or 5 years. Then we moved it up to the old football field, as I refer to it.
Oh, I didn't know that's what that would have been back in the day.
It was the football field when I was in high school.
Oh, cool. That's
right.
Information I did not know.
So when I say the old schoolhouse, a lot of people don't know where I'm talking about, but that's the old gym. And then the old football field is where we have the tractor pull.
Very neat.
I was going to ask you, and I think you may have answered it, are you a lifelong Delta resident?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Born and raised about 2 miles northwest of town as the crow flies. I moved north of Delta when I was 16 and came to Delta when I got married.
All right.
Been there.
Yeah, awesome. So, yeah, because when people think of activities in Delta, I think they automatically think of you, Dixie.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah, they do.
And again, we're talking about the Delta Students Coming Home Reunion, part of the Sesquicentennial coming up this fall. It's on, the reunion is on Friday, September 5th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. It's at the school gym. Music with Greg Pfeiffer, snacks and non-alcoholic drinks provided. Let's see here. Trying to think. Has there been much activity in the gym here lately? I know, of course, when I think of the Delta gym, you know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of pro wrestling from back in the day about 20, 25 years ago where we would pack that place and have a crazy time. What else occurs at the Delta Gym?
We have a lot of graduation parties, weddings. We have anniversary parties and family reunions because they will rent it because the children can go to the gym and play and be away from the adults. But we have done extensive remodeling in the kitchen, the dining area. We're fortunate that Joe does all of our labor at no charge.
All right.
So we get grants, and we just got one last night from the Kickett County Endowment Fund.
Nice. Oh, great.
And it goes a long ways when you're not paying for labor.
Yeah.
And he's done a marvelous job.
What's Joe's last name?
Joe Kiesling.
All right.
And he's redone the countertops, lighting, ceiling, painting, flooring. We have all new flooring in that area, and it makes a very nice. And we've had a lot of celebration of lives there too.
Yeah,
those aren't fun to look forward to, but it's a great place.
It's
to
definitely
have
getting
that.
used.
Yes,
and being put to good use.
It's used a lot.
That's great.
Well, cool. I think we need to bring pro wrestling back.
See, I remember, did you ever get involved with our weekend basketball? Alan Sellers and I once in a while would rent the thing, like a Friday or Saturday night.
Just to play basketball?
Yeah, and a bunch of us would go over and just play basketball. It was great. It was always freezing.
Yes.
But we did it. It was fun. So.
Now, I know they had roller hockey.
Right.
Are they still doing that?
No. That was several years. Dan Pilkington spearheaded the start of that, and then different ones took it over when his child got out of it. But I expect it went at least 10, 12 years.
Okay.
And at that time, it was very drafty in the gym because the windows were leaky.
Yeah.
And we've since replaced the windows. And it seemed like once we got the windows replaced, then the hockey quit.
Of course.
I remember one time, one of the wrestling stories. I keep going back to the pro wrestling, but when my friend Troy and I, we thought we had the day after to come in and clean up the gym after the wrestling show. We didn't realize that there was roller hockey the next day.
Oh, no.
And the gym was kind of a mess after the wrestling show, and I know the roller hockey folks weren't too thrilled with us. Whoops. But no, I mean, it's like you said, it's a great facility to have different things in the Delta area, so people need to keep that in mind and take advantage of it. So again, Delta Days coming up in September. We're May, June, July, August, 5 months away from it, and we'll have to have you back in to talk about this again, or maybe you can send some of the other people that are in the meetings and on the board or committee or whatever it is. But sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, and then we're going to have the presentation of the Quilts of Valor on Sunday. We always tried to have that before the tractor pull, and there was so much noise that it just they overpowered us. But this year we're having it. We have a community church service at 9:00 that day, and then the presentation of the quilts to the veterans will be made after that, and then we'll have a brunch type social time gathering, and that probably will be the only events on Sunday.
Okay. All right. So
it's going to be a busy weekend.
Yes.
Put that on your calendar coming up in September. So again, the reunion, the school reunion on Friday, September 5th, and then your other Delta Days activities coming up. Now, I got to ask you before we let you get out of here today. We always see you up at the Iowa State Fair. The Shettlers always come up to the State Fair. We always run into you at one of the booths that greets people. Are you still active with that? Are you still doing that?
Yes, I am. And this will be my 31st year.
Oh, my.
Wow. I started with the program.
Okay.
And so, yes,
nice. That's got to be fun.
Yes, it is. You meet a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I like my spots, and
That's
people
great.
from the campground especially go by me and holler. And
well, good. Yeah.
I know one lady said last year they were on their way, and I said, now you can check that off your list. And she turned around and she said, Yes, actually, we do have that on our list.
Well, it's always good to run into your smiling face wherever we see you. So, let's put this back up on the screen here quick. Just a reminder, again, the Delta Students Coming Home Reunion celebrating Delta's sesquicentennial on Friday, September 5th, 6:30 to 9 p.m. at the Delta School Gym. Make sure you put that on your calendar, as well as the Delta Days activities. Well, Dixie, we're going to let you go. How about that?
We look forward to seeing everyone
right.
September 5th, 6th, and 7th.
All right.
Perfect.
And we'll plan again. I'll get in touch with you, and we'll do this again here in the future.
Right.
All
Thanks,
right. That is
Dixie.
Dixie Shipley. Thank you, Dixie, for coming in. Appreciate you. That's Dixie Shipley coming in from Delta and talking about all the stuff coming up here in a few months. Are you going to be taking part of that activities?
I think I'm going to have to take part of some of it. I'm not old enough to go to the class reunion thing. But,
Maybe they could get you to DJ.
No, thankfully I don't have any of that stuff left.
That'll be fun. So, lots of activities coming up in September in Delta. All right, we got still lots of stuff to get to today. We've got Jake Beatty, which I'm going to have to message him back here shortly just to confirm that he is calling in. I know he messaged me wondering about that. So let's take a break. I'll shoot Jake a message. We've got Jake Beatty on the phone. He's our guest at today's Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired. I believe we're going to be getting some of the gals from Barnwired, at least one or two, to stop in today. So lots to get to here on Just Another Morning Show.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Hey, we thank all of our sponsors like Brothers Market for being our headliner. We thank Oski Dental for being our studio sponsor. Hey, it's been a busy morning already. Josh has been in for a sports report. We've had Dixie Shipley in, talking about stuff coming up in Delta, all the celebrations, sesquicentennial things coming up, and Delta Days in September. So thanks to Dixie, thanks to Josh. And let's see here. Do we want to look at on this day
We
stuff?
better do something.
Yeah, we got to get into some of our normal stuff. Let's see here. Today is Friday, April 18th. Ooh. And it was on this date in 1775. The Redcoats are coming. The Redcoats are coming. Paul Revere made his famous midnight ride that the Redcoats are coming, Neil.
1775?
1775. Huh. 75.
I did not pay enough attention in history.
Yep. Well, you didn't need to because I'm here to tell you.
Thank you. Tell me more.
On this date in 1924, Neil, the very first crossword puzzle book was published.
Oh, cool.
By Simon and Schuster. Huh. They've been around for a while. 1924, first crossword puzzle book.
Love
1934, the very first coin-operated laundry opened in Fort Worth, Texas.
Wow.
They called it a washateria.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Washateria.
Washateria. So,
okay.
1934.
Huh.
There's a Kathy Mattea song about Fort Worth. Fort Worth. I'm aging myself. 90s country music. It's good stuff.
Some people like it.
Today, speaking of radio, is Amateur Radio Day.
Cool.
You know, I talked a while back. I am more than an amateur, Neil, and I'm going to prove it.
Are you?
I am. It used to be back in the day, to be on the radio, you had to have your radio license.
Right.
You had to be licensed to be on the radio. What you going to surprise me with something?
What do you got?
I got my official FCC radio. Do you have yours? Yours is a little bit different.
Mine's not. Yours is folded or ripped on the side there.
It's just one piece.
Yeah.
Does it unfold? I wonder.
I think it might have originally. You're supposed to. It says right there, tear right here or fold.
Oh.
But it just fit the frame better because it was like the only achievement I ever got.
So we are both officially licensed.
Yeah.
To be on the radio. Nowadays, they let anybody.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
We studied radio. It was tough work.
We studied hard. Books.
That was the one thing I was ever good at in school, was radio school.
Oh, yeah.
I got on the freaking dean's list when I was in radio school.
I did not. However, I had a very good a very tight relationship with the dean.
Oh.
Yes. Yep.
Was he that uppity guy, the rich guy?
Yeah. Him and I talked a lot. It was like high school all over again.
Radio school in Davenport. It's not even there anymore.
Poor place.
Yeah.
That's why there's nobody good anymore. After we left, it was just like
we burn it down. Amateur Radio Day today. It's Newspaper Columnist Day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's
Is there
national.
still columnists out there? You know, since papers are dwindling,
dying.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's. I don't know how famous they are anymore, but
right.
It's national. Oh, I love this one. What? National Velociraptor Day.
Do it.
You know that one part in Jurassic Park where the little kids are hiding in the cafeteria and then the one snorts and you can see his breath against. Yes, I love it. I want a pet velociraptor. We kind of have Hank's kind of velociraptor,
like a mix.
It's National Transfer Money to Your Daughter's Account Day.
Moving on.
And it's Pet Owners Independence Day. What does that mean?
Wait, what?
Pet Owners Independence Day. Does that mean you're independent of your pets?
I sort of need to look this one up. That doesn't make sense.
Owners Independence Day. While you're looking that up, it's also Good Friday for Christians, like you and I, Neil.
Yes.
Yes, Good Friday. And actually, Good Friday is a federal holiday in 12 different states.
Oh.
Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Hawaii, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, North Carolina, North Dakota, New Jersey, Tennessee, Texas.
It's a federal holiday in those states.
Federal holiday in those states.
So banks and everything are closed.
Yeah. No mail. No mail in Texas.
Well, No
Good
mail
Friday.
in Texas. Pet Owners Independence Day is celebrated annually. It's a day for pet owners to take a break from their responsibilities and enjoy the day with their pets. It's a time to appreciate the bond with their furry, feathered, or scaly companions.
The furry, feathered friend.
So how are you taking a break if you got to hang out with them all day? I thought maybe you took them somewhere and somebody else took care of them for a day.
If you're a pet owner, you're never independent from your pet.
No.
That's the thing. If you're going to own a pet, you are responsible.
Don't get me wrong. Kids, huge responsibility, especially when they're young, the baby stage and getting up all times of the night. Eventually, they grow out of that stage. Pets never do. And they don't have any, sometimes they don't have or keep a schedule. You know, it's just a random 2:30 in the morning. I feel like I should go potty right now. Yeah. Somebody take me outside.
Or lick somebody's face in the middle of the night.
Come on.
Which, I wouldn't be mad if a dog licked me in the face. It's like they're showing their love.
But
they're just wanting to lick your face because you left some taco sauce on there or something.
My dog always does it right after he's eating cat poop, and I don't think that's right. It's gross.
By the way, you're a proud parent of an FFA member back there, I see.
Over your shoulder. I didn't know if anybody noticed that or not.
Yeah.
You know, took 5 of them to finally be a proud parent of an FFA member.
We like our FFA kids. God bless America. It's 7:50, and what do we got? Is 64 degrees, looks like.
Yeah.
We haven't taken a look at our forecast in a while.
We haven't.
Should probably do that. Let's. We are scatterbrained today. Let's do it. Let's go to the weather lab. What's up there, meteorologist?
I prefer to call it the weather bunker.
Oh, we are bunking in the weather.
Yeah, in the bunker currently. Well, here's your forecast. Going to be breezy for the next few days again. Not horrible, but still that breeze because we live in Iowa and we're the windy state now. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms coming this afternoon. Mostly cloudy, high near 71. Mostly cloudy tonight, 42 for an overnight low. Partly sunny tomorrow and 59 for a high.
You're talking 59?
I'm talking 59. And tomorrow night, another slight chance of rain after 1 a.m. So cloudy, 43. And Sunday for your Easter, do the best you can on a breezy, rainy day.
Yeah.
Easter should always be nice, sunny, and just beautiful.
For your bonnets and your little dresses.
Dude, I grew up in the era of, Easter Sunday when you went to church. It was the one time of the year you got a whole new outfit.
Oh, yeah.
And then you made that shirt go with like 5 other pairs of pants, and those pants go with 10 other shirts throughout the rest of the year. But it was always, I remember having one with pastels.
Oh, yes. Those are your Easter colors. Uh-huh. Good memories. Good times. Good memories. Let's take a peek at our weekly pet.
Oh, yeah.
I ran down to a Tumway yesterday and met Foreman. What a good dog. What a good boy. Who's a good boy? Foreman's a good boy. Somebody needs to adopt this dog.
He looked like it.
He is super friendly. He's a good dog. Fairy Dog Grooming Salon sponsors our weekly pet at the Heartland Humane Society. So, look at that dog. Would you just look at him?
Would you just
look at him? Foreman. They think he's like 3 years old, but he's kind of a lab mix.
Yeah.
So somebody go get Foreman, or I'm going to. One or the other.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I've had this conversation at my house.
That you need Foreman?
No, I can't believe that you haven't already brought one back.
Well, our other dogs are too old.
I understand, but I was a little bit leery last week. Yeah. I'm like, oh no, is he going to do the pet of the week? Yeah. Oh, he's going to come home with 27 of them.
No. And, if we had an empty house. But
Sure.
Our other dogs are, we had Daisy just passed away last week. Our other dogs are 13 and 12. Like Daisy was the young one of the 3. She would have been 10 in July this year. But so I don't know. I don't think we're going to. I think a new dog with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And maybe puppy-ish.
Well, I don't know. Might put Hank and Stella in their place too. Be like,
we don't want to do Stella. Yeah, Stella and Hank in with a new dog. It's going to drive them crazy. And so, I don't know. We'll wait till Hank and Stella pass away. Go over the Rainbow Bridge.
Go over the rainbow.
And then we'll just get a whole new pack of dogs all at once. We'll just bring them all in. That way they can all be tight in a gang.
Oh, my.
Beat up people when they come in the house. Anyway. Weekly Top 20 came out last night. I am shocked, stunned, amazed that Anthony Schilling is number 1.
I was sitting at the kitchen table when I seen this, and I fell out of my chair.
I know.
I did. I think I had a mini stroke. But anyway,
Anthony Schilling, can you believe it?
No.
He's always number 1. And always number 2 is Bubby. Bubby's closing the gap.
Wait, is that like a perfect 4,000?
I think he hit the jackpot with 4,000.
Wow.
So Anthony,
that's pretty impressive in itself.
We got Bubby, we got Dan, we've got Eli, Amber, Nancy, Levon. Come on, Levon, pick it up. Pick up the pace, Levon.
Jeez,
you're falling behind.
Seriously.
Curtis,
Do
always
something.
in there. Lacey, always in there. James, a perennial top tenor. Let's see here. 11 through 20, we got Donna, Dave, Doty. All D's.
Donna, Dave, Doty.
Melissa,
That should be a band name. Donna, Dave, Doty.
Doty, Dave, Donna. Melissa, Sherry, VJ, Cindy, Douglas, Christine, and Candida.
Who do what?
Ken. I bet we'll just call her Kenny.
Kendina?
McIntyre. She's
Kendina?
related to Reba. Not really.
That's not even spelled the same. Come on.
Correct. You are correct.
Correct what?
You are correct.
I know I am. Come on. Come on, man. What are you trying
All
to
right.
pull
Let's
here?
we're just
Stop
going to
it.
move on. We're moving on. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Let's do our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events. You know, they're located just south of Sigourney. And they are gearing up, baby. We've got the gals from Enchanted Events scheduled to come in next week.
Oh, cool.
Put in some final hype once again for the Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys concert, which is next Saturday. Get your tickets ASAP.
ASAP.
Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys. I just saw that Tyler and the boys were out in California.
Whoa.
And I think they just got back, and they're raring to go. So
wow.
They're going to have tans. They're going to have
What
their
are they doing out
muscles.
there?
I don't know. Probably recording or making some super secret meetings.
That's cool.
So, yeah, get your tickets. Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys next Saturday night at Enchanted Events. What else is on the calendar? I'm trying to think of what's going on this week. I don't think there's a ton of things going on this particular weekend.
Well, with Easter, it's probably not a lot scheduled.
We'll throw in some love for the Good Friday Fish Fry that's at Casey Hall in Harper coming up later on this evening. Make sure you get in on that. What else is going on this weekend? The Kyoto Citywide Cleanup Days is going on today and tomorrow. So
I need to take some stuff over there. Anybody care?
Random
if
stuff.
I just bring some random stuff and throw in your yard?
Random garbage. It's Neil.
Some rolls of carpet that are really, really heavy.
Neil. You need to get rid of some carpet, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Couple
And
bodies.
then way off in the distance is that wiffle ball tournament that we've been talking about.
Oh, yeah.
For little kids.
Yeah.
Just little kids.
Have fun, kids.
Yeah. Well, us grown-ups will
Well,
just be off to the side.
Licking our wounds.
I don't lick my wounds, but
oh, really?
I'll let my dog Hank lick my wounds and then lick my face.
Oh, boy.
So Sigourney Sluggers Travel Baseball presents the 2025 Wiffle Ball Tournament, Saturday, July 5th. Registration is from noon to 1. So that's at the Legion Park Ball Fields in Sigourney. It's for kids aged 8 all the way up to 17. 6 people per team with at least 2 girls. So bats and balls provided. So, yeah, that's the info. What?
I guess we should have asked, and I'm sure we'll have them in again before that time. So the teams have to have at least 2 girls. What if there's an all-girl team? Do they have to have at least 2 boys?
Probably.
No. We don't need no stinking boys.
Boys rule and girls drool.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Hey, coming up tomorrow, speaking of sports, we've got the sports section live at Barnwired down below us. Hello, Barnwired. 10-year anniversary going on this weekend. Sports section tomorrow. Again, we'll have some of the Oski track team coming in, some of the Oski girls track team, and then we'll have an athlete from Mid-Prairie, which I can't remember her name.
Oh, well, that's all right. She's coming anyway.
She's coming in on Saturday. Coming in hot.
Coming in.
So
yeah.
Tune in for that. We'll also, later on today, have Jake Beatty, who is going to be calling in momentarily. Jake going to be at the Iowa Music Showcase today, just a few hours away from that. Again, at Barnwired. Be there live and in person. Watch it on Facebook or YouTube, and or listen to it in podcast form, wherever you get your podcasts. So Jake Beatty, we'll be talking to him. What's that?
I think I'll go to that.
I'll be there too,
okay.
Gosh darn it. You want to switch roles today? You can do the interview, and I'll be behind the scenes.
You be behind the scenes?
That might be a good change of pace. Put
Might
you on
be.
the spot.
Might be, but problem is I would end up putting you on the spot more. And we all know how that'll turn. And halfway through the show, Steve will be like, just come switch. No. Come on, dude, stop.
I am a little bit of a perfectionist.
Yes.
Just a little OCD. Anyway, we got Jake Beatty coming in later on today. He's going to be calling in momentarily, I believe. Let me double check my phone. Neil's sending me a text during the show. We got Jake calling in right now. Here we go. Oh. Good morning, Jake Beatty. How you doing today?
I'm good. Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right. Thanks for calling in. Let's bring your picture up on the screen. We were just talking about you, Jake. We got you coming in here in a few hours for the Iowa Music Showcase live at Barnwired in Sigourney. So, Jake, what's it been? Probably about a year since you've been on the show?
I think about a year, yeah. I haven't looked up exactly, but I think that's about right.
Yeah. So tell us, this is just going to be a short little couple-minute interview just to get kind of people ready and hyped for today. Just give us the basics. Where are you from and all that good stuff. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I live in Pella, and I've been playing music for about 15, 16 years. 3 years doing it live as a solo artist, and that's kind of about it.
Yeah, you got some original songs out there on Spotify and Apple and all the other outlets. Is that right?
Yep, I've got one song out there right now. It's been up for about a year, called "Savior in a Shot Glass."
Okay.
But I'm always writing all the time, like nearly every day. So.
And I know you. We put up your song. You sent in the song that we played on the show, I believe yesterday, and then we also posted that on my Facebook page for people to listen to. And as you mentioned, you're always writing, and that was a brand new song that you'd sent in, right?
Yeah, it was a brand new song, so it's still pretty raw. I've never played it live in front of anyone, so it's not worn in completely yet.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I know we're looking forward to having you on the show again later on today. Again, Jake Beatty. Now, Jake, if people want more information on you, are you active on social media?
Yep, I'm active on basically Jake Beatty Music on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm all over the place.
Okay. And your last name is spelled Beaty, Jake Beatty.
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, Jake Beatty will be joining us live at the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're at Barnwired. Jake, I don't know if you heard us talking about it, but it's Barnwired's 10-year anniversary today. So I'm thinking we're going to have a good crowd. I know they got cake and they're doing all sorts of fancy specials and giveaways and stuff like that. So it should be a really good time later on today.
I'm excited for it. I love anniversary stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they got going on.
Yeah. All right. So, we're going to let you go. I appreciate you calling in, giving us a little pre-show hype for today. But we'll be seeing you. We'll go live at 11:30 at Barnwired in Sigourney. Jake, thanks for calling in today, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Absolutely, man. See ya.
All right. That is Jake Beatty again. Iowa country artist. He's coming in later on today for Barnwired and the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, be there in person. They've got a ton of stuff going on at Barnwired today. That's something I should have.
I forgot all about the cake.
Oh, yeah. They got cake. They got good stuff, Neil. In fact, be entertaining for just a second.
I love cake so much. I have some cake that I have to make for Easter.
Oh, Easter cake.
Well, I got a couple different cakes or desserts I'm going to make.
Okay.
One is, that indulgent, better than anything.
Better than Easter cake?
Yeah. No, that's not. I wouldn't change the word. Yeah, that was wrong. It was worse the other night. But yeah, then I really want to try this poke cake.
Oh, yeah.
But it's different colors. I'm excited.
All right, so we got the graphic up on the screen. That doesn't really tell us
much,
much, does
Barnwired's 10-year anniversary. It's 17th and the 18th.
Woo! So, it was yesterday,
so there you go.
Yesterday and today. I was thinking that had more information on it.
It was great timing because right as I look up, I'm thinking, they don't even say anything about the cake.
There's cake. We'll get more information.
Would somebody get up here and tell us about the cake?
Stomp on the floor a little bit and just give him a reminder. Get up!
On.
Get up here and talk about your 10-year anniversary, Barn White.
It's yesterday and today.
Yeah. Yep. And there's cake.
That's all we got.
There's cake. Boy. Shall we do our birthdays before we forget?
Oh, yeah, we better.
I like birthdays. Do you like birthdays?
I like birthdays.
Let's hit the birthday music.
I am pretty sure Steve just took out 3 years worth of frustration on this poor chicken. Like, I thought he was trying to decapitate it here in the studio. That was sad. Whew, do you feel better? Wow. Okay. Hometown Real Estate bringing you your birthdays. Oh, and I'm not trying. I was going to make sure I think there was a birthday or two I had seen on my own. Okay, so hometown birthdays. Wait, let me start over.
All right.
Nikki Leathers from Hometown Real Estate, your broker, owner, realtor. Give her a call, 641-295-4142.
You wanted to sing it, didn't you? You had a little toothy in you that was wanting to sing the number.
I don't know why. I think I hear him so much.
142.
Yeah, which would be weird. So, hometown birthdays. And I just was hoping I could get here quick without being Angel Dale. Happy birthday to you.
She's an old classmate of mine.
Were you guys in the same class then?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Really?
Really?
Huh. I had her a lot younger than you.
Well, she probably looks a lot younger.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to keep moving. Jeff Lucas, happy birthday to you also today. One more I had for today, Matt Pence celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday to you guys. Tomorrow, Elizabeth Boyd and Zach Van Dorn. Oh, all of these are tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Lucas Beebe.
That's right.
Who is it?
Lucas is a Iowa
Okay.
country artist.
But not BB Rexa. Okay.
No, he's just Lucas Beebe.
Okay.
Rexa.
And also tomorrow, Dustin Bensmiller. So happy birthday to all of you today, tomorrow, and anyone out there celebrating over the weekend. We wish you a great, great birthday.
We wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, Phyllis Morris also having a birthday tomorrow. Okay. I'm trying to do better. Trying to do better at keeping up on everybody. James Woods, actor, 78. He used to be a pretty good actor. I mean, I'm sure he still is. He just isn't in very many things anymore.
Now, was he the guy in the Twisted Sister video?
Oh, boy, I don't remember now.
I want to rock! And where he's like spitting and he's
I remember
angry.
that, but I can't remember
if
that was
him.
Oh,
I think that was
I
him.
might have to look that one up.
I will while you do that.
Okay. Rick Moranis. He's 72? No way. Now, Rick Moranis, it was him and some other dude. Weren't they the two dudes in the movie Strange Brew?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Hey, you hoser. TV host Conan O'Brien is 62, red-haired freak. Actor David Tennant is 54. And I am not familiar with David Tennant.
He was in Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. All right. Kourtney Kardashian, as if anyone cared, is 46 today. And I'm sorry, but really. And America Fiera. Oh, yeah. I was going to say that name does sound familiar. She was the ugly in Ugly Betty, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they picked the perfect actress for that role. She's 41.
She's got a sister named Russia.
Oh, really?
No.
No, that'd been awesome, man. Did you find your video?
Nope.
Dang it.
Didn't get the information it's got to be him, though.
Well, I'm sure you're right. But we'll never know. But anyway, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Celebs, hometowns, everybody out. Happy birthday to everyone.
Happy birthday.
And make sure you call Hometown Real Estate. Leave the chicken alone, dude. Seriously. That poor guy had enough.
Should we do some things you need to know?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You need to know when to stop.
Things. Things you need to know. Researchers in Japan have produced nugget-sized chunks of chicken using animal cells. signaling a breakthrough in lab-grown food production. Yeah.
Wow.
Lab-grown meat is estimated to be on the market in 5 to 10 years with the potential to reduce the environmental impact of the meat. And they're scared of cow farts, I think.
Cow farts? What? They're scared
Haven't
of
you heard of that? Cow farts like affect the app. Give me a freaking break. Go hug a tree. We were talking about Haley Joel Osment the other day, the actor
yeah, the
from
little kid that was cute, and now he's like weird, like really wide-eyed.
He's got the little beady eyes.
Yeah, but they're really far apart. Like his face, something's wrong with his face. Like
it's disproportionate.
It is.
Haley Joel Osment arrested for alleged public intoxication at a California ski resort.
Right, because so many on-air people make fun of him.
Yeah, he was going on a binge after hearing our saying that he was weird looking.
Two dudes in Iowa, they're mean.
The Mammoth Ski Resort in California, public intox, possession of an unidentified controlled substance. So I see dead. He's seeing things if he's doing.
What about
drugs.
An unidentified?
Yeah.
Huh.
Haley, we're sorry, Haley. We didn't mean it the other day.
I'm not really taking mine back.
How about this? A colossal squid.
Oh.
The world's largest squid species was filmed and photographed in its natural habitat in the South Atlantic Ocean for the first time since scientists discovered it about a century ago. See? All right, so this also a colossal squid, must have been like a giant octopus or something.
Right.
Was filmed and photographed, for the first time since scientists discovered it about a century ago. How is that possible?
I guess they
lived
for a long time.
And then they hadn't seen it in 100 years?
Well, possibly. Maybe it lives down deep in them dark areas of the ocean.
In the dark crevices?
Yeah, them crevices, they'll get you.
There's lots of scary stuff in those dark...
Yeah, but I'm willing.
Damp crevices. Scary things. Bugs. You weren't here. I think it was must have been Wednesday. You were gone.
Yeah.
And I read a story about how a diver went into the ocean and came back up, and he had an octopus attached to his back.
See, that would freak me out. That's why I don't snorkel. Yeah.
Old snorkeling Neil. Did you know? We'll get to this here in a little bit.
Okay.
But we'll touch on it right now. The hottest TV show in Sweden these days is continuous coverage of the annual moose migration. That's
the most popular.
That's the hot topic in Sweden on TV. It's kind of like probably the eagle watching that people do.
Well, true.
When baby eagles hatch.
True.
Tons of people watch that stuff. Let's see here. ESPN announcing that Lee Corso. Do you know who Lee Corso is?
I've heard the name.
He's always on like their Saturday football coverage.
Oh, okay.
He's the old guy that's been around forever. He makes his prediction by putting on the head of the the costume for the.
Excuse me. Yes.
I can't. My brain's not mascot heads. He's going to be retiring. After 38 seasons following his appearance. He'll do week 1 of College Game Day, and then he's retiring. He's been alongside Chris Fowler, Craig James. ESPN first took their pregame show on the road back in 1993, but Lee Corso's been there even before then for ESPN. So, you can it's actually amazing. Probably for the last 10 years, people online have been saying, yeah, Lee's kind of losing it a little bit there. But he stuck around. Good for him. But, Lee Corso going to retire. Burger franchisee. With 57 locations in boogers. A Burger King franchisee with 57 locations in Florida and Georgia has filed for bankruptcy. That's not good.
No.
Not good for the Burger Kings in those areas. And then finally today, and things you need to know, we're kind of zooming through some of these. Scientists say they're getting the strongest signs yet that a distant planet 120 light years away could be, quote, teeming with life. Nanu. Aliens, Neil. Aliens. Make you think, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Well, screw you. I'm going to the impossible.
Today's
impossible.
We could hit on that real quick and real easy.
Oh, I'm well into the impossible question.
I'm just saying.
You don't believe in Bigfoot or aliens?
Well, I don't believe that there was two Earths talked about in Genesis either. So let's get real. But now we believe in aliens.
Oh,
come on!
I had a pastor.
I mean, let's do this.
I had a pastor friend that once said if there were aliens, that they were, demons because they weren't of this. They weren't mentioned in the Bible.
That I would
They weren't of this earth. But if God, we're gonna go deep on this. If God created the universe and the stars and the moons and the galaxies,
right?
The Bible was written for us on Earth. Did it ever say that there's not anything out there 120 light years away?
I think that's when you are micromanaging the whole concept and you're just feeding into your wants and wanting to believe these things. But Bigfoot could be real because it could be some old dude like me that had hairy kids, which I did, and we just live out in the woods.
TMI.
So
live south of town.
I'm just saying. It's just
I don't want aliens, but I think there's proof that there are aliens.
What was the impossible question? My brain is like going 100 different directions.
Yeah, it could be a show in itself. We should take deep Christian dives with Neil and Steve.
Deep thoughts.
Today's impossible question. 16% of apprehended shoplifters have stolen this item. What are we talking about? 16% of apprehended shoplifters have stolen this particular item. Let's say hi to Dan, who joined us back at 7 o'clock. Bubby,
good morning.
Patrick, Dixie, Nancy, Pat, Sherry, Nathan, Eloise, Amber, Dan, Nathan, Neil, Rick, Bruce, Neil, Nancy.
Boy, that Neil's for in there once. Oh, Nancy, you're right. Rick Moranis was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes.
So, yeah, he was in way more popular and famous movies like that. But, Strange Brew was it was funny.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
16% of these people steal what?
16% of apprehended shoplifters have stolen this item.
I'm going to say...
I'm
trying to think of where would be the easiest place, what would be the most place. Candy.
I like candy. Energy drinks. Shoplifters.
Really?
At least 16% that have been caught are stealing energy drinks.
Well, they are pretty pricey.
Probably to top off their meth.
Whoa.
How about that one? How about
I'm
that?
thinking back to the old cartoon Beavis and Butthead now. And Beavis now makes way more sense to me. That dude was strung out.
Let's get weird, shall we?
That is weird.
Yeah, thumping a little beat over there. A driver racing to make it to a wedding near Port St. Lucie, Florida.
That's a weird name. Port St. Lucie.
Got to pull up into Port St. Lucie.
I'd hate to live there.
Was pulled over by police after going more than double the speed limit. Going to the chapel on your wedding day, big moment, of course. But I don't know. It's kind of a fishy situation to me. So the driver was driving the bride to the wedding, and they were late. What were they doing? What were they doing? He was going 105 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone when they got pulled over.
I was going to let it go.
Police officer says, "You're already late." Then she, of course, I'm late for my wedding.
Did the police officer let her off?
They did, yeah.
Of course he did.
Yeah, so they got there about 15 minutes late. So what was happening?
Think about it. Why'd the cop let her off too?
Oh,
dude, you shouldn't have married her.
Yeah,
just leaving it at that.
What? That's just us, wondering, making an observation. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Millions of Swedes. Is that what you call people from Sweden?
Yeah, Swedes. You do.
Millions of the Swedes. Oh, we are a Swedish meatball. Tuning into the hottest TV show captivating Sweden is The Great Moose Migration on SVT TV, Sweden's public service television company. Captures the creatures on their path that they've followed for thousands of years to rich summer grazing pastures. Let's see here. Viewership exploded. The series, all right, so it debuted in 2019, drew about 1 million viewers its first year. Last year, it went up to 9 million viewers. And there's also a Facebook group that has about 78,000 members in it that keeps track of photos and videos and all sorts of stuff. So let's see here. The giant panda. So we were talking about this, like the eagle cam that watches the eagles and the baby eagles hatch. That brings in a big audience.
Oh, yeah.
They say there's a panda cam at a zoo that has attracted over 100 million fans.
Wow.
So people like watching the
I don't know why you'd want to watch a bunch of mooses.
We're just
Is it moose or mooses?
Meese.
Meese? Is it really?
No.
I don't know.
It might be.
I mean, I have no idea. I'm just asking a question. Is it? I mean, it could be. I just saw last night that a 100-year-old tortoise died in St. Louis or some zoo.
That make you sad?
No. Didn't really care.
Was he on the travels with the
they had a video camera on him, except that everybody thought it was just a still frame because 100-year-old tortoise doesn't move very fast or do anything.
A tortoise. Oh, woe is me.
That's probably how he sounds.
Let's take a break. We're gonna have Martha from Martha. It's a running joke. What else could we call her? Matilda. That's right. Matilda from Barnwired. We're going to get to her next here on Steve Shetler Media. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house. From lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
All right, we are back here on Steve Shetler Media. We are doing just another morning show. I like to surprise you.
You
Neil.
do. Man, you got to be careful.
All right, so we're doing just another morning show. We've got Melissa in from Barnwired. Melissa joining us as promised. Where the heck's Amanda? Come on, we're just going to put her on the spot. We're calling her out. Where's Amanda?
In bed.
She's in bed.
In bed?
We should call her live on the air.
No kidding. Do it.
She worked late last night
Oh,
downstairs,
right.
and then she
Yeah.
had to help Tyler get out of the field before it rained. You know, she put in a long day yesterday,
She
so
did. Yeah, she's
we'll
a
give her break.
hard-working gal.
She is.
As are you.
Thank you.
Now, we purposely messed up your name because a long time ago, it was probably about a year ago at least.
Oh, yeah.
I was on the spot and I couldn't remember your name, and I knew it started with an M.
Yep.
So
Just start throwing letters out.
It's
Yeah.
Melissa.
Yeah.
It's Melissa.
Yeah.
So Melissa, it's a big day
Yeah.
at Barn Wired. Tell us what's happening.
Today, we are celebrating 10 years of being Barn Wired. That is unbelievable to me. Like,
The
I can't.
audience, studio audience, is giving you a round of applause.
Oh,
right now.
right. Yay. Yay. So many of you may not know, but I'm Amanda's cousin. So
Okay.
I've kind of been along this ride
Spoiler.
for a
Whoa,
long time.
back that train up.
You don't know that,
I
Neil?
did. I
Yeah,
just wanted to make
thought so.
it dramatic.
So I've kind of been along for the ride for the endurance of it.
Okay.
She started out making stuff out of wire, like barbed wire,
Oh.
in her garage or the shop. And we would literally set up at the flea market and just sell stuff at the flea market.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we started. And then on November 2nd of 2015, she opened a storefront across on the north side of the square.
Yep.
Yep. And she had like other vendors in there and stuff that also sold homemade items.
Right.
So and it was a cute little store and a way to get started. And she was doing what she loved and flipping things and finding treasures in barns and stuff like that. And on November 1st, so a year after that, she opened the storefront downstairs.
Okay.
And it was just home decor at that time. Like she had branched out a little bit from homemade things and was buying more like stuff to sell from other companies. And then she added,
That is a small piece
July
of paper.
20.
That you're
It
going
is.
off.
This is her notes. This is what her.
How many notes can you
her
fit on
life
that thing?
story is on here.
Wow.
Her life. It's crazy. I do actually have it on the computer. So if this paper ever gets lost, we do have it on the computer.
It's not the whole history.
Yeah. On July 26th, she's actually opened in her current location. I was misspoken. So 6 months after that, she opened the current location, and then a year after that, she opened coffee and lunch.
Okay.
So she's just slowly added things over the years, and now it's like, I mean, COVID kind of took us a hit, took us back a little bit, but now we're booming again. So it's been great. Yeah.
Awesome. 10 years. That's a huge milestone.
Yeah.
Now I know you guys were recently. You had a couple of days where you were doing interviews, or did you get your spots filled up? Or are you still taking applications?
You still are needing people?
Yeah. I heard you're really good at bussing tables, Neil.
Yeah.
Like the boss.
I want to
Got
be
a personality.
I want to be a barista.
Oh gosh.
What? Why does everybody respond that way?
Sorry.
I think
You'd be great, Neil. I'm sorry.
I'll do you a double flop with a lot and a single whip, and
this is why.
What?
Yeah, this is
little
why.
this, little that.
Honestly, everybody, you're gonna get black coffee with maybe some vanilla.
How are you in the
creamer.
kitchen, though? We really do need
Not
some
the
kitchen
greatest.
help. Okay,
Oh.
well, we need some kitchen
Neil's
help.
good in the kitchen. Don't let him fool.
That's
I
what I
am
thought.
good at home. I don't want to work under pressure.
Oh,
the stress would get
goodness.
to me, and I would just like throw pots and pans at people, and poor Steven and I would just have it. I mean, we'd be throwing hands.
Oh boy, no fingers in the food, nothing like that.
No, never mind.
Yeah,
You gotta taste what you
we'll
make.
barbecue with that. No, we're still hiring, and mostly for weekend help. So if you're available to work Saturday, Sundays, you're gonna make a lot of money, I promise you. But we are desperate for help, so come see me. Yeah.
All right. So
Yes.
that's going on. All right. So let's get back to the 10-year anniversary.
Yes.
So we kind of got the background. What are some of the deals? I know you got cake.
We have cake, Costco cake even, so
I
you know
love
it's good.
cake.
Yes,
Oh.
chocolate and vanilla.
I love Costco
It's
cake.
served in the back of the store, so make sure you walk all the way through the store to come get your free piece of cake. Up front by the register, if you make a purchase, you can enter into a drawing, and we're drawing 10 people's names all day. And we're giving away Amanda's favorite things. So, I mean, things like free coffee, free a Reuben or a Frisco burger are her favorites, an appetizer, candles, shirts, barnwire shirts, you name it. Bags. I know she's excited. She's going to pick out the bag if you get the bag drawn. So
Make it special for the person that gets it.
Yes. So yeah, we have lots of fun things today. We're giving away, and we're only open till 3. So we're open till 3.
So hustle in
and get your name in that drawing. We're drawing all day.
Man.
Of course, we'll have the Iowa Music Showcase going on like we do every Friday. We talked with Jake Beatty on the phone here, our artist that's coming in today from 11:30 to noon. We always have a nice crowd for that. Probably be a little bit bigger than usual today. I would assume so.
I hope so.
And then what next weekend is what?
Rural road trip.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
You say that with a smile,
Yes,
but also some dread.
It's anticipated. Like, we have been gearing up for this all month, ordering new product and making sure we're fully stocked and ready because the ladies love our store. Like, it's packed.
Do they? And we love the showcase on Rural Road Trip.
Oh, yeah,
Fridays.
you do. You say that with great enthusiasm,
Yes.
too.
No, it's a blast. You should come in. Come in at like 9 and find a spot.
We had to fight off some shopping ladies that really wanted our table that we were set up at. We were like, nope, you gotta wait.
And they were like pushing our stuff off the table.
Oh, I'm sure.
Whew,
actually, a lot of them,
crazy.
when they come in, they're like, oh, you guys do live music? How often? And they're really
Yeah.
excited to see you there. So, yeah, it is fun.
Maybe, fingers crossed, if
Maybe.
the weather will be nice
Yeah.
next Friday and we can go move out back.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah.
Let me take, since we're talking about
Right.
it, let me bring up the forecast. Oh, we only go to next Thursday.
Oh.
But we will be into the low 70s.
Yeah.
There is a chance of some showers on Thursday, but we can't see Friday quite yet. So, anyway.
We're going to hope.
crossed.
Yeah. Patio is open on nice days like today. If you want to sit on the patio, it's open.
Yeah.
Come join us.
Yeah. Lots of stuff happening at Barn Wired. Again, the 10-year anniversary. Congratulations to you and Amanda and everybody that works at Barn Wired. You guys do a great job. As I've often said, you guys, I consider you to be kind of the hub of activity here on the square in Sigourney. So people stop in, get their coffee, get something to eat, hang out for a little bit, do some shopping. So, and I appreciate Barn Wired for their huge support of what I've been doing since the very beginning, putting up with Neil and I on Fridays and coming in now on Saturdays for the sports sections show.
And making noise every morning above you.
If for followers, watchers of our show, every once in a while we'll stomp on the floor. We didn't know if you guys could actually hear it or not. And you guys can hear a lot that's going on up here. So
They
now
wanna
that we
make
know
sure.
that,
Oh,
we
yes.
might either stop or it might encourage us.
It might, we just go, what are they doing up there? You're on the radio. Nobody can see you stomping your feet.
But see, you're wrong.
As you can tell, you are on video on Facebook and YouTube. So, Barn Wired, a huge supporter. Of course, we're the new studio. We've been here about a year and a half. Month and a half.
Where was I at?
We're right above
Fell
Barn
asleep.
Wired.
Wow.
So,
I probably did.
Yeah, we appreciate their support. So, well, Melissa, thank you for coming up the stairway.
Yeah.
And hanging out with us for a little bit.
Thanks for having us.
We'll give you a complimentary stomp once you get back
good.
down.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And I want one piece of each cake.
Yes.
Okay. I got your name on them.
Sweet.
Yeah,
You got
looking
it.
forward to that.
Cake.
Melissa from Barn Wired stopping in today. Melissa, we'll let you go, but thanks for popping in.
Thank you.
All right, that is Melissa from Barn Wired hanging out with us today. I'm sure Amanda will get into Barn Wired later on today for some of the fun and festivities.
I don't know.
Well, she was working late last night. She's a hard-working gal, so
We'll see.
all right. And of course, once again the
Thanks again,
Iowa
Matilda.
Music Showcase later on today with Jake Beatty. Okay, we still got a bunch of stuff to get to. Let's take our last commercial break. Let's kind of reset, and we'll come back with a little bit more. We'll probably go right up till 9 o'clock today on just another morning show, so stay tuned. The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Alrighty then. Got to turn the mics on. Got to get Neil ready. Thanks to Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. It's Neil and Steve. Steve? Neil. How are those jelly beans?
Jelly beans.
Starburst jelly beans.
Oh, man.
Tasty. We're hanging out. You know, we haven't done a giveaway yet.
No.
And we got 2 giveaways to do.
Okay.
So we're going to let somebody call in. If you haven't won yet this month, we're just going to trust that you know whether you've won or not.
Because we don't do very good at keeping track.
641-622-6262. 641-622-6262. Pick up your phone. We're going to once again do the answers are easy because the answers are easy. Gosh darn it. We had some questions that actually stumped you yesterday, like what nuts make peanut butter?
Well, again, I emphasized how you can make it with more than just peanuts.
Well,
what?
You can't make peanut butter without peanuts. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
So if somebody wants to call in and win, we're going to have a Savage Energy free drink from Savage Energy. Maybe you need that to put a little pep in your step on this Friday.
Pep in my step.
We'll also do a $10 gift card to James Family Greenhouse.
Jeepers, this is a good one.
Somebody's going to win double.
Woo!
Maybe we'll do, if the person on the phone hasn't won yet, we'll do one to them, and then we'll give them the option. They can pick which one of those they want, and then we'll pick somebody in the comments that hasn't won something yet. So if somebody wants to be brave and call in and win either a free drink to Savage Energy or a $10 gift card to James Family Greenhouse, give us a call. Or if you have one and you want to call, at this point in time, we're late in the show, so we don't have a lot of time to wait. So 641-622-6262. If you've already won, we'll give 2 people in the comments some prizes. Hopefully there's 2 that haven't won yet.
I'm sure
if you're watching and you haven't won something or you haven't commented, get a comment in. Just say hi, hello.
Or say, I want to win.
Yeah. So we're going to hook somebody up with some prizes today because we're kind of backlogged on prizes today. So somebody first needs to call into this freaking phone line. 641-622-6262. The answers are easy. We're going to ask you 3 super easy questions. You're going to get them right and you're going to win. So,
guys, somebody
thank
call.
You. All right. Thank you. Somebody's brave. Good morning, Vietnam. Who's calling in?
This is Stephanie Beinhardt.
Stephanie Beinhardt. How you doing today?
Hey.
I am good. How are you?
Doing all right. You are a brave soul making your debut phone call here on Just Another Morning Show. We appreciate that. So, Stephanie, are you wanting to play The Answers Are Easy?
Yes.
That's not one of the questions. All right.
Oh.
First question. Hotmail, Gmail, and Outlook are all forms of what? Hotmail, Gmail, and Outlook. What'd you say?
Email.
Email. Correct. Ding.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What animal has a trunk?
An elephant.
An elephant. Ding. And then let's see here. Which is larger, A mountain or a molehill?
We're going to go with a mountain.
Correct. Dang.
Come on.
You are the. Those are easy, Neil. Did you get those right? Did any of those stump you this time?
The second one stumped me.
What was the second one? Which animal has a trunk?
Well, hippopotamuses, they got a bunch of junk in their trunks. So.
Well, Stephanie, what do you want? A free drink from Savage Energy or a $10 gift card to James Family Greenhouse?
Let's go with the Savage Energy.
Okay. We'll let them know, and you can get your free drink. So
awesome.
We'll look through the comments, see if there's anybody that we know hasn't won yet, and we'll get them the $10 gift card. So, Stephanie Beinart, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, that's Stephanie. Stephanie gets the free drink from Savage Energy. Got to make a note of that because I forget things because I'm old.
It's all right.
I am old, Stephanie. Savage Energy. Hey, but yeah, again, there's always people out there that haven't called in yet. So we appreciate Stephanie for manning up. Man up.
Well, that's sort of weird, but yes.
Calling in. Womaning up.
Womaning up.
Womaning up.
Womaning.
All right, so we got rid of our... Oh, I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, boy.
Pick somebody in the comments.
All right.
I don't know if Rick has won.
Oh, you might be right.
Eloise has won. Dan Flick's in there. Has Pat McCauley won? Has Dixie Boyd won anything?
If you're watching and you're hearing your name and you have, could you just be like, I already won?
I say we go with Rick.
All right.
That's the first one that popped up. So Rick Landgrebe gets the James Family Greenhouse gift card.
There you go.
All right. There we go. We got our winners. Hey.
Easy.
We're doing easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Yes. We're doing just another morning show. Brothers Market sponsors. And Oski Dental is our studio sponsor. We're in Easter time, of course. Should we do some Easter trivia?
All right.
I guess I'm going to be asking you.
Okay.
Easter trivia. What's the most popular Easter candy in America? This is according to the Randy Lane Company's newsletter. So
is it specific or just...
It's a specific candy.
Oh.
Something that we've discussed before.
I was going to say jelly beans, but probably Peeps.
Reese's Peanut Butter Eggs.
Of course.
This is a tough one. What flower, or maybe it's not, what flower is a symbol of Easter?
Easter lily.
Easter lily. The peace lily. Your lily hasn't made an arrival yet here in the studio.
I know. I keep saying I'm going to bring it up here so I can catch the sunlight from that window perfectly because it ain't doing so hot with me. But it's alive.
What is the most popular meat eaten in the United States on Easter?
I would say ham.
The Easter ham.
Is it?
Correct.
Cool.
What is the all right. What is the name of the Jewish feast that coincides with the Christian Easter celebration?
Oh boy.
The blood on the doors, it was the
Passover.
What happens when you microwave a marshmallow peep?
What? What happens?
Yeah.
It explodes.
This says it expands and grows in size. Now, I'm assuming it would probably explode if you keep it in there long enough.
And do not take it out and instantly put it in your mouth.
Ooh.
That sugar, I've tried to roast a peep like a marshmallow over a fire. Do not do that. The sugar on there is so hot, it'll burn you for life.
Yep. And then finally today, only one other holiday sells more candy than Easter. What is it?
Halloween.
So, yeah, those are some Easter trivia. I had some more Easter stuff. Crazy Easter facts.
Okay.
Ooh, jelly beans. Americans buy more than how many billion jelly beans each year? So we're in the billions.
Wow.
How many? So we had 300 in your jar the other day. How many billion jelly beans are bought by Americans each year?
3.
16.
Wow, that's a lot of jelly beans.
Billion.
Wow.
Jelly beans.
Man.
Let's see here. When it comes to all right, we talked about that. When it comes to candy sales, only Halloween beats Easter. Americans spend above $3 billion every Easter season on candy. How tall is the world's tallest chocolate bunny ever?
13 foot 7 inches.
12 feet tall.
Wow, I was close.
It weighed more than 9,000 pounds. That's a lot of chocolate.
Fatty. Good grief.
The bunny. Oh, I love the bunny. Let's see here. About 76% of chocolate bunny fans start with the ears. Now, you were saying yesterday you eat the butt.
Yeah, I'm all about that butt.
In France, Easter Monday is all about eggs. In fact, thousands of them. Locals in France cook a massive omelet using around 15,000 eggs.
Whoa.
Legend says Napoleon once asked villagers to prepare one for his troops, and the tradition stuck. So 15,000 egg omelet in France.
Well, I hope France's egg prices are better than ours.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
And then the Easter Bunny was inspired by German folklore. The Osterhaus, Osterhase, Osterhaus, a hare, like a rabbit.
Yeah.
Hare. From 17th century German tradition, laid colored eggs for good children. Kids made nests for the rabbit to visit. Over time, it keeps saying the hare. I'm just going to say the rabbit. The rabbit became a bunny. Tradition spread throughout America as part of Easter
You
fun.
know, I guess I had never really put that all together, but isn't that odd that they chose a rabbit, but it lays eggs like a chicken? Well,
that is weird.
Does anyone remember the old Cadbury egg commercial?
Oh, yeah.
You know, at the very end of it, bok, bok. Thank you, Easter Bunny.
Bok, Easter Bunny.
It's like, why did we have a rabbit laying eggs?
That is weird. Yeah, might need to use the Google machine for that. Let's get some of our normal stuff in, like files of law and disorder. In some disorder today, 2 Belgian teenagers were charged Tuesday with wildlife piracy. We talked a little bit about this earlier this week, after they were found with thousands of ants packed in test tubes in what Kenyan authorities said was part of a trend in trafficking smaller and lesser-known species. I can't say their names, so I'm not even going to try. They were 2 19-year-olds who were arrested April 5th with 5,000 ants in their pants. They appeared distraught during their appearance before a magistrate in Nairobi and were comforted in the courtroom by relatives. They told the magistrate they were collecting the ants for fun, didn't know that they were illegal. The 2 Belgians were arrested in Kenya, home to various national parks. The 5,000 ants were found in a guest house where they were staying and were packed in 2,244 test tubes that had been filled with the ants. So,
well, I mean, there's got to be something to this. Either they were going to do something bad with those ants, or them poor boys have no lives.
The value of the 5,000 ants estimated to be at $7,700.
Wait, there's a value on ants?
I guess. On these particular ants, the prices for ants can vary greatly according to the species and the market.
The market?
Maybe they were trying to make $8,000.
Chocolate-covered ants. I mean, honestly, I've heard of that. Yeah. So maybe they were going to go back to Belgian? Is that what you said?
Make
Belgium?
some Belgian waffles with
there you go.
ant waffles.
Yep.
Possibly. Let's go to the duh.
Duh.
Man.
Duh.
Pennsylvania, a man was caught with a turtle in his pants.
Huh.
Why do people always put things in their pants?
Huh.
Is that a turtle
Because
in
it
your
makes
pants?
good stories for us to read.
So this guy had a turtle concealed in his pants when the Transportation Security Administration, the TSA body scanner, triggered an alarm in the area of the man's groin. Hopefully it wasn't like a snapping turtle. Yikes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
TSA officer administered a pat-down, woo, a little personal, of the area of the man's body. where the alarm was triggered, and in doing so determined that there was something concealed in the groin area.
I think that's a little sexist.
That's a little much.
I mean, come on.
When asked if there was something hiding in his penis.
What is this? Was he asking him out or what? What's going on? You got some mind in there, buddy?
The turtle came out of the shell. Oh, man. A resident of Pennsylvania, reached down the front of his pants.
Sure he did.
Pulled out a live turtle wrapped in a small blue towel.
What?
Turtle was estimated to be about 5 inches in length. We're getting really personal here. It was a red ear slider turtle, in case you were wondering.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah. Port Authority police questioned the man, took possession of the turtle, indicated that they would contact the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and local animal control. The man missed his flight and was escorted out of the checkpoint by police.
Did he say why he took the turtle?
Let's see here. They say, the TSA people say, we have seen travelers try to conceal knives and other weapons on their person, in their shoes and in their luggage. However, they say, I believe this is the first time we have come across someone who is concealing a live animal down the front of his pants.
Oh, well, then they don't know anything about Korea,
Yeah.
where those otters and whatever were in that guy's pants.
Now, thankfully, the turtle was not harmed by the man's actions.
You don't know that. He might be scarred for life.
PTSD.
Yep. Poor turtle. He never saw that coming.
Let's go to the good news. It's always brought to us by our friend Jay Dennis at,
Yes.
He's at the Bridalwood Midwest Insurance, Medicare Made Easy. Give Jay a call, 319-471-3328. We thank Jay for sponsoring our good news. And in the good news, a $1 million scratch-off lottery ticket went to a person who not only maybe deserved it, he deserved it if he bought it,
right,
but actually needed it. Homeless guy. According to the manager of a California store where the ticket was sold, the unnamed winner, a regular customer at Sandy's Deli and Liquor, is homeless. The manager tells, if he's homeless, how does he have money to buy lottery tickets?
Come on, don't overanalyze it.
All right. The man says...
He's out there with his cup and sunglasses.
Declined to speak to reporters. They say, quote, he couldn't contain his joy for the customer during an interview. He says, I was so excited even for him. This is the manager talking, which, by the way, his name is Saman. I was so glad for him. He said, oh my God, is that real? And then he said, man, I'm not homeless anymore. He says he once offered the man a job, but he is too busy being homeless. He got...
Why would you when you know you're going to win the lottery?
$1 million.
Huh.
I'd like to... hopefully there's a follow-up on this in a year to see how...
And hopefully he took it and did very good things with it.
Yeah.
Got himself stable and then kept giving and stuff, and not a year from now you hear that the same guy's working at that convenience store, and
he's a very good worker.
He's just got very bad drug problems.
Judgy much over there?
Really? Why is he buying a ticket if he's homeless? Who's judging who, man? Come on.
Who judged who?
Oh,
that's the fun thing that we get to do.
Exactly.
It's our show, so we get to judge people.
Yeah. What are they going to do? Come find us? Doubt it.
Yeah. Bring it.
That's why I got double locks on the doors now.
Is there anything that we haven't gone through?
Oh gosh,
we didn't ask Melissa this or that or the question of the day.
We were slacking. I didn't get her picture. Hey, get back up here.
Yeah.
Come here.
Come here, you.
Get.
It always gets to this part of the show and things just kind of go off the rails.
That's all right. I'm just looking forward to the cake.
We got white and chocolate cake.
Cake.
And Jake, Beatty.
Beatty. It
Jake
should be a
the
good
Cake
time.
Beatty.
Jake the Cake. That would be a horrible nickname.
Yes, it would.
I hope
Maybe
that
he
wasn't
just
his
likes
real.
cake. Anyway,
Maybe.
Brothers Market is our sponsor.
Yes.
Our headline sponsor of Just Another Morning Show. At least they were for this week. We'll see if they come back next week. Savings are made simple, by the way, at Brothers Market. And Oski Dental, the home of Toothy the Tooth, the tap dancing tooth that can sing, has relationships and a life outside of this show. Toothy the Tooth. Oh, hey, Toothy's back.
Hey.
Yes?
We need to stop talking about the relationship thing. Because, it's supposed to be hush-hush. She's a molar. And my religion states that I'm not supposed to be with a molar. Just incisors.
If an incisor and a molar get together, then what? What happens?
You have some pretty ugly kids. They're snaggles. Snaggletooth. My best friend, he's a snaggletooth. He's an idiot.
You're on camera.
I know. I'm just trying to keep looking down. If no one knew that was me up until that point, you're going to feel really bad. They're going to be like, wait, what? We thought that was something else. And then you just ruined it for everyone.
Sorry. Let's go one last time to the weather lab.
That's Mickey. do your what's the one we haven't heard in a long time? That you thought was Winnie the Pooh, but it's actually I think it's Piglet.
It is. Yes, Weather Lab, Neil Crott, meteorologist, all that jazz.
From the bunker, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 this afternoon. Mostly cloudy, a high near 71, and breezy. Mostly cloudy, 42 for a low tonight. Partly sunny tomorrow, 59 for a high. Another slight chance of rain tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy, and 43 tomorrow night. So showers on Sunday, 58 for a high. You know what? It's not about the weather, folks. It's about the day. So make Easter a great day no matter the weather.
Button up your bonnet.
Hey, you know what? And
Sunday.
if you haven't, I'm not positive, but maybe Cindy's got some Easter lilies over there for you yet.
Or bonnets.
I doubt if she's got bonnets, but Easter cards, Easter lilies, flowers to give to grandmas and, stuff like that. Get over to the Garden Gate.
Thank you, Garden Gate. All right, let's get out of here.
I'm ready for cake.
I am ready for... maybe we should go down, drop off some of our equipment for later, and test the cake.
You suppose I got it out yet?
We'll do it.
Because I will dive into that.
We'll do it for everybody just to make sure it's good.
I'll just use my hands.
They've got time to send it back and get something else if they need to. So.
They got it from Costco. I don't think they got time.
They can run up. It's an hour away.
True.
They can get there, get it, and come back.
True.
So
I'm on that. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Well, God bless you and happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, bud.
He is risen. Amen. Can I get an amen?
Amen.